Okay, any pains, injuries before we start? Good? Okay. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through upindy.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your lower back are tight, please elevate and sit up on a block or some blankets, and that will be easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take a comfortable cross-legged position. All right, palms face up, and fingers come together in mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. As you start to smooth out your breath, with the crown of the head reaching upwards toward the sky with the inhale, and then grounding firmly and evenly through your exhales. And then inhaling again, expansion of your lungs in all directions, and then through the exhale, empty it all out. Continue to take the next few breaths at your own pace, and whenever you're ready, Ujjayi breath, ocean's breathing. So with your lips touching and a slight restriction to the back of the throat, creating the ha sound as you inhale and exhale. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed. Hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for your yoga practice. Devoting the practice to someone or something or to yourself. Your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Apavitraha, Om Apavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashtan, Sarvavashtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back together in mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongate through the left side of the neck. And then chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side, and then chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest. lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side of you and turning your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. And back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top, so the non-dominant crossing of the legs. Raise, arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward and forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles, or your shins. And take it back up. Swing the legs back behind you. Hands and knees. And let's take some cat-cows. Hands are about shoulders width, knees about hips width, tucking the toes under for better support. On the inhale, draw the navel down. Raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine, chin toward the chest. Inhale, arch, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Step the right foot back behind you with your toes tucked under. And then shift the weight back toward the heels for the right calf stretch. Shift back forward and raise your right heel off the floor, reaching back in space. Extend the left arm forward. And then bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand, grabbing the inside of the right foot and then kicking back. Release your left hand down. Step the right foot out to the side. With your left hand, walk your one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. On the inhale, raise your right arm up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times, thoracic twist. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. This time, bending your left elbow, draw the right shoulder and right cheek toward the floor as you twist. Feeling for the inside of the right thigh for the stretch, and then inner right hip. And make your way back up. Walk your hands back in. Let's go the opposite direction. Walk your hands slightly over to the right side. With your left hand, grab the outside the right ankle, and then start to draw the left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. And you're looking upwards toward the sky, maybe the side of the head, maybe your ear is on the floor, and then raise your right arm up and behind you for the half bind to twist. All right, release your right hand back down, lift back up to center, and then swing the right foot forward for crescent moon. As you lunge forward, extra padding to your left knee if you need it. So if you have a towel or something, you can take it. Or folding your mat left side towards center will double up your mat. Once you set the base of the pose, hands to the top of the thighs and lunge forward. Get into the left quad stretch. And then once you have that stabilized, arms up, interlacing your fingers, extending the index fingers upwards, Venus Mudra. Release your hands to the floor, either side of the right foot, tucking your left toes under, half split, shifting your hips over your left knee, flexing right foot, inhale, lengthen, exhale, gently folding forward. Stepping your right foot back down, low lunge, with your hands supporting either side, lift the left knee. Left hand stays down, right arm up to twist. So we're going to lengthen and bend the front knee as you take circles with the right arm. So lengthen your right leg as you reach your right hand back and down. Bend the right knee as you reach your right hand forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Half bind, right hand behind you. Twist a little bit deeper. Raise your right arm back up. Warrior one. Ground the back heel down and rise up. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee to warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Side angle, right arm to top of the right leg for to modify, or the hand to the floor. We can touch down easily. Left arm reaching up. Inhale all the way back up, reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. 3 progressive cobras, coming up a little higher every time. So hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up baby cobra. So your belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher, belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms to cobra, take it. Otherwise, keep the elbows bending. All the way down. Child's pose, feet toward the heels and fold. And then down dog. And lift high up on your tiptoes. Press firmly into your hands. Feel like the tail is reaching upwards toward the sky and the head is reaching downwards toward the floor. Feel the resistance of the toes pressing down and the hands pressing down, but the feet is lifting up in opposition. Holding it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels almost all the way down. 2 more times. Lift high up on your tiptoes. Press strongly into your hands, into your toes as you reach your seat up toward the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels down. 1 more time. Lift high up on your tiptoes. Press firmly into your hands and your toes as you reach your tail up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come forward and lower the heels down. Come forward into a plank. Lower the knees down. Cat-cows 3 times. So remeasure your hands and your knees, tucking your toes under. Inhale, draw the navel down. Raise your tail, raise the back of the head, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine. Step the left foot back behind you. Toes are tucked under. And then reach back through your left heel for the calf stretch. Shift back slightly forward. Lift the left foot. Reach your right arm forward in opposition. Then bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand to grab the inside of the foot and kick back. Release your right hand back down. Step the left foot out to left side. Then right hand, 1 handprint wider, 1 handprint further forward. Threading the needle. Inhale, raise your left elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread and stay threaded. Bend your right elbow to draw the left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. Press into your right hand, lift back up. Walk your hands in, and then walk your hands over to your left side. Keep the left hand down. Thread the right arm under to grab the left ankle. Then as you start to draw the right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor, you're actually falling to the side of the head, maybe to the back of the ear, and then raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind to twist. Release. Left hand comes back down. Walk your hands back in and then swing the left foot forward into crescent moon. So taking extra padding to your right knee as you did on the first side, and then walking your hands top of the thighs, lunge forward for the right quad stretch. And once you set that, take the arms up high, Venus Mudra. And then releasing your hands to either side of the left foot, half split. Tuck the right toes under, shift back. You want to line up the hips with the right knee. Flex your left foot, hands to either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So feeling for the back of the left leg to stretch. And step the left foot back down, framing your left foot with your hands, low lunge. Right knee comes off the floor. Right hand stays to the floor, left arm up to twist. So we're coordinating circles of the left arm with the lengthening and bending of the front knee, okay? So lengthen out your left leg, reach your left arm, back and down. Bend the front knee, circle it forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up. One more. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up, half bind, left hand behind you, twist a little bit deeper. Raise your left arm back up and to the floor, warrior one. Ground the back heel and rise up. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee to warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Side angle, left arm to modify on top of the knee, or the left hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Again, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, belly lower up, stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher, belly lower ups away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher, full extension of your arms if you have cobra. All the way down, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. This time, take your forearms down, tuck your toes under, lift the knees, setting up for this dolphin shape here, dolphin down dog. All right, so we're going to come high up on your tiptoes. Raise your heels away from floor. As you press your forearms down, reach your tail up toward the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels almost all the way down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up onto your tiptoes. Heels are reaching up, tails reaching up. 2, and 1. Lower the heels back down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels down, knees down to the floor, and then down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Inhale, kick up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee to touch the outside of the right arm. Inhale, kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touching the left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Press your palms forward. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and add a twist to the right. So 3 times. Square center, lengthen and reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting to the right. Right hand behind you, half bind. Left arm, outer right knee for the twisted side angle. Inhale all the way up and around. Reverse warrior. Triangle. Lengthen out the right leg. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Left arm up. Inhale. Take it back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Right foot. Stepping back. Plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, push up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touching the right arm. Kick back up. Stepping left foot forward. Warrior one. Take the hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Interlace with the opposite thumb on top and press your palms forward. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist to your left. Square center, lengthen and reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Stay twisting to your left. Left hand behind you, right arm, outer left leg for the twisted side angle. Inhale all the way up and around, reverse warrior. Triangle, lengthen out the left leg, left hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Inhale all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up, dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Hold that knee in toward the nose. Then come high up on your left tiptoes. Keep the knee in toward the nose and lower the left heel down. Up and down 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Raise your right leg up. Keep the right leg up. And same thing with your left foot. High up on your left tiptoes. Left heel comes down. High up on your left tiptoes. Left heel comes down. High up on your tiptoes. Left heel comes down. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee and stay here. As you stack the hips, right knee is reaching up. Left heel is reaching down. Re-extend the right leg. Square up the hips. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Lift to gaze up. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Take it back up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Right hand forward about a foot. Lobe off to right side. Tip forward to balance. As you reach your left heel back, left arm is reaching up. Now once you steady your balance, left palm face down and reach to the front of the room. And then with your left toes, reach to the back of the room. So you're getting very lengthy through your left side. All right, let's take this half moon into revolved half moon. Left hand comes to the floor, square up your hips. Then raise your right arm up to twist. You may stay here in revolved half moon or binding the right hand to your left foot for revolved Chapasana. And then once you have the foot, kick back and lift. Keep twisting to the right. Seated spinal twist. Right hand comes to the floor for support. And then left knee behind the right heel as you gently take your feet down. The right leg should be on top. Yep. No. Left heel comes in. That's right. Right leg on top. Right hand is behind you. Left arm is up. Exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Back to center again. Warrior one. Step the right foot down and rise up. Left heel comes back. Arms up. Exhale, open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga up dog, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Now keep that knee in toward the nose, up and down on your right tiptoes. Inhale, high up on your right tiptoes. Exhale, right heel comes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Raise your left leg up. Keep your left leg up, and same thing. High up on your right tiptoes. Right heel comes down. High up on your right tiptoes. Right heel comes down. High up on your tiptoes. Right heel comes down. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Sour scorpion. As you stack your hips, left knee is reaching up. Right heel is reaching down. Re-extend the left leg. Square off your hips. Stepping left foot forward. Warrior one. Arms up high. Then wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace with the opposite thumb on top. So your non-dominant interlacing of your hands. Lift the gaze up. Then bow forward, devotional warrior. Crown of the head to inside of the foot. Take it back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon, left hand forward about a foot, lobe off to left side. Shifting forward to balance on the left leg, reach your right heel back, reach your right arm up. Now, once you steady your balance, right palm face down and reach toward the front of the room, and then point the right toes back to the back of the room. So get lengthy through your right side. Revolved half moon. Right hand comes to the floor, square of your hips. Once you're steady, left arm up to twist. And then half bind. Binding. Left hand to the right foot and kicking back. Release. Left hand comes down for support. Seated spinal twist. Right knee behind the left heel. And then gently sitting down. Left leg should be on top. All right. Left hand behind you. Right arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Warrior one. So stepping your left foot down with your hand supporting. Rise up. Right heel comes back. Take it up. Open it up, warrior two, reverse warrior, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, right knee in towards the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee, and flip the dog. Roll on to outside the left foot, drop the right foot back behind you, and lift. Flip it back around, right leg up, three-legged dog. Fallen triangle, right leg threads underneath your left, and then going to the opposite direction. Flip that back again, right leg up. Step the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. And left knee comes down. Turn the right toes out at an angle. Right thigh also turns out at an angle. Left hand goes a little bit wider. Raise your right arm up and behind you. Half bind to twist. You're welcome to stay here if you want to bind. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand to grab the foot and then kicking back. You're welcome to continue to stay here. If you want the quad stretch, you're going to square off your shoulders. As you draw the left heel in toward the seat, you're going to fold forward. Drag that heel in with you toward the seat, and you will get a very intense left quad stretch. If that is too much, come back to the twist and lift back up. If you're in the quad stretch, come back up. Come back to a twist. Everyone release your binds. Then raise your right arm up over the right ear toward the left side for the side stretch. And then threading the needle once again. Right arm threads underneath your left. As you keep moving your right hand to your left side, draw the right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor. You don't have to touch down. If you have more flexibility, maybe your shoulder is closer toward the floor, maybe even all the way down. So it all depends on your flexibility, how far you go. Begin to make your way back up. Walk your hands back in. Turn the right toes back forward. Frame your right foot with your hands. Tuck the left toes under. Shift back toward the half split once again. We're going to go deeper into the lunge. Step the right foot down. Walk your right foot further forward, and then lunge even deeper. Shift back one more time as you take your half split. Step the right foot down. Walk your right foot even further forward. Right, so we're just working into the hips, working into the quads. Now, for those of you who feel that you are able to work toward a split and it's accessible for you, you can work toward a split. Otherwise, just stay here in this lunge. So a split would be right heel forward and lowering your hips. Looking like Emily was kind of getting close, so that's why I threw that out there. So. mm, yeah, yeah. Although this is much deeper than I've taken you so far, so this is kind of new for you. So, all right, let's make your way back as you draw the right foot back in. Frame your right foot with your hands, coming to a low lunge, and then lengthen over the right leg for the pyramid. Warrior one, bend the front knee, ground the back heel, rise up. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee and flip the dog. Flip it back, three-legged dog. Fallen triangle, left leg over to the right side. Flip it back again, left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down. Turn the left toes out at an angle. Walk your right hand a little bit wider. Raise your left arm up and behind you for the half bind to twist. If you're going further, bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand, grabbing the foot and then kicking back, and this is your full bind. And again, if this is good, stay here. If you're taking the deeper quad stretch, you're going to square off your shoulders. As you draw the right heel in toward the seat, you're going to fold forward. As you fold forward, you're going to get deep into your right quad stretch. If you're in a quad stretch, start to make your way back up into your twist. If you have the full bind, release your full bind. Everyone raise your left arm up over the left ear towards the right side, so taking the left side stretch. And then threading the needle, left arm underneath your right. So as you bend your right elbow, getting lower toward the floor, left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. All right, making your way back up. Walk your hands back in, turn the left toes back forward. Framing your left foot, tuck the right toes under, shift back for a half split. Then stepping your left foot down, walk your left foot forward a few inches, and then lunge forward a little bit more. So getting deeper and deeper into the lunge, as you also then counter stretch into your quads, into your hamstrings in your half split. Shift back into your half split. Step your left foot back down again, walk your left foot even further forward, maybe another few inches, and then lunging forward. So this is working toward a split. For those of us who have it, take it. If you don't, then you're just working on the hip opener and then into your quad stretch. Two more breaths. All right, starting to break. You're going to draw the left foot back, stepping your left foot down. Frame your left foot, pyramid. Tuck the right toes under and fold forward. Bend the front knee, ground the back heel, warrior one, rise up. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga up dog, down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. When you get toward the front of the mat, feet together, knees together. And then bend the knees, rise up chair. So as you bend your knees, feet is drawing back, tailbone reaching back, crown of the head and arms are reaching forward in opposition. So as you get lengthy through your side body, sense of your spine, reaching your tail back, there is also a lot of quad strengthening here. Lengthen, rise up, slight back bend to neutralize all of that and also to rest your legs. Come back to vertical, side bending over to the right. Back to center, side bend to your left. Back to center, tree pose, stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. Try to go above the knee joint if you can, below the knee joint if that works better for you. Arms up and out, extending through your arms. You have the option of staying in the basic tree. If you're working with any kind of variations and you know what you're doing, take whatever you want. If you want to work with me, you can wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back as you broaden your chest. If you want to take the side bend, right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. As you shift your hips to your left side, you're side bending to the right. More advanced students, if you're taking a half lotus, forward fold, tiptoe balances, go ahead and take it. So it's a half lotus, top of the right foot to your left hip crease. Then folding forward over your left leg. If you're taking it further, walk the hands forward, shift to your tiptoes, and then coming to a tiptoe balance. Now, if you're not able to take the hands off the floor, you can just practice with one hand or both hands, up to you. Begin to make your way back up to your tree. And then when you're ready to break, step the right foot down chair. Let's stay in your chair again. So for those of us who took the half lotus, this is our neutralization of the right knee, right ankle. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold. Crow pose. Hands come forward about a foot and a half from your toes. Palms are flat. And then as you shift forward to your tiptoes, bending at the knees, also bend the elbows to draw the arms back. So Laura would walk your feet back a little bit. So give yourself about a foot and a half worth of space between your hands and your feet. Bend the arms back, knees to back to arms. The reason why you want your toes slightly further back is because you need to shift forward, right? So if you have your hands and your feet close together, you cannot shift forward without falling forward, right? So as you then shift forward and your elbows line up over your wrists, maybe you start to balance on your hands and your toes come off the floor. Good. Emily, I would bend the elbows a little bit more and let the seat drop a little bit more. You are quite high, like this, so it's really hard to balance. But if you bend the arms and let the elbows bend a little bit more and let the seat draw down a little bit, you might have a slightly easier time to shift forward. So try that again. And then also, Laura, look forward past your mat so the head is slightly lifted. There you go. There you go. Almost there. Aha, so already better. So you still have a second chance, all right? Make your way back, walk it back, jump it back to down dog. Then come forward into your plank, lower all the way down to the belly, sphinx pose. Walking hands forward, forearms down. Grab opposite elbows to line up for your shoulders. Then take your forearms back down to parallel. Then check that your shoulders and your elbows are pretty much lined up, so you have vertical upper arms 90 degrees with your legs. Then once you have that, draw the belly and your lower ribs toward the floor to flatten your lower back. Then press your forearms down to lift your chest in opposition, and that will give you a deeper middle back bend. The gaze is toward the floor, slightly ahead of you, maybe about 3 feet. so that the back of the neck remains relatively neutral and long, versus if you look straight forward, you're crunching the back of the neck. Feel for the release of your lower back. If you happen to be squeezing your glutes a little bit, see if you can release that tension and just let the lower back just sink toward the floor. You might experience a really nice release if you just let go. Two more breaths. Now, before we come out of it, you want to reactivate and re-engage muscles around your glutes and your lower back for support, right? So just a little bit of action of the glutes, and then that will help you support your lower back. So when you're ready to come out, lift the elbows off the floor, elbows out to your sides, lower your chest. Then walk your hands back in, and very slowly, very gently, child's pose. So coming out of the back bend, now into the forward bend, into the opposite direction. So you want to go slow, since you took a very long and deep back bend there, right? So you want to now go into your forward bend very mindfully. All right, slowly make your way back to down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge, left foot forward, standing forward bend, feet together, knees together. Again, bend your knees, take it up, chair pose. Seat is drawing back, crown of the head and the arms are reaching forward. So there is a slight back bend that happens here, right, if you have the mobility. For those of us who are very tight in the lower back, you may not be able to find that slight back bend, right? So work at the best of your abilities, right? On the inhale, lengthen legs, lift up and slightly reaching back for back bend. Come back to vertical and cactus your arms. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Tree pose. Stepping on the right foot. Pick up the left knee. Sole of the left foot, inner right leg, above or below the knee joint. Arms up and out in a wide position. And again, either stay here or work through your variations as you like. If you're following me, wrap the hands back behind you, other thumb on top, so you're non-dominant interlacing of your hands to broaden your chest. If you want to go sideways, side bend, left arm, left leg, right arm overhead to side bend to your left side. Continue to work there, or if you're taking the half lotus for full tiptoe balances, so it's a half lotus, top of the left foot to your right hip, hip crease, and then as you forward fold over the right leg, you're getting the stretch. And then if you're going further, bend your right knee, shift back. All right, begin to make your way back up to your tree. And then when you're ready to break, step the left foot down chair, stay in your chair for a few breaths to help neutralize your left knee, left ankle for those of us who took the half lotus. And then dive forward, crow pose, second time. So your hands should be forward from your toes by about 1.5 feet. Now notice if your hands and your feet are really close together, what happens is Your arms, your forearms are already in a vertical line. There's nowhere to go if you tip forward, right? You're going to face plant, right? So you give yourself no opportunity to shift away forward. However, if you give yourself about 1.5 foot space and your elbows are slightly drawn back in this position, when you plant your knees to back the arms and you start to shift forward, the elbows start to line up over your wrists. And with that, you start to take the stability of your hands pressing down and the bone stacking of your elbows over your wrists. When your forearms are in a vertical position, you are quite strong, using your bones to support the weight of the body, right? Then maybe as you shift forward in that way, your toes get lighter and lighter, and that's when perhaps using your hands, your fingers to find your balance. Now, Laura, look forward a little bit more. There you go. There you go. There you go. Emily almost there too. Good. All righty. Let's start to finish up. Walk back, jump back to down dog. And then once again, come forward into your plank. Lower your belly down. Take your forearms down into Sphinx. Again, measure out, grabbing opposite elbows, forearms back down. Press your belly and your lower ribs down. Press your forearms down to lift your chest in opposition. Check that your shoulders and your elbows lined up 90 degrees with your arms. And then once you sit here, this time, we'll turn the cheek over to the right. Look past your right shoulder behind you. Take it back to center. Look past your left shoulder behind you. Come back to center. Then draw your left forearm in 45 degrees. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand, bind to the foot, and then kick back. When you kick back, you're using the tension of the bow to help you lift your chest. So press your left forearm down as you lift your chest, and deepen your twist, looking past your right shoulder. Right, so anytime you're binding hand to foot in these types of shapes, you want to kick the foot away from you, which then pulls into your right hand, stretches into your right arm, creating that bowing effect, right? And that bow effect is what gives you the stretch and the lift, like in dancer's pose, for example. And start to square back. You know why, Phoebe? You have the wrong forearm down. That's why. That's why it didn't make sense. All right, switch sides. Right forearm comes in. Bend your right knee. Left hand reaching back to grab the foot. I didn't notice until I saw you kind of like really confused. Press your right forearm down, kick your left foot back, and look past your left shoulder behind you. Yeah, just do that again, then. Now it makes sense, right? And start to release, square back, and take it back to shape of Sphinx, and then to come out of the pose. Press your hands down to lift the elbows. Elbows go outwardly, lower all the way down, and then walking your hands back for child's pose. Nice and slow, slow, slow in the movement. Down dog. Starting with the left leg for pigeon. Raise your left leg up. Draw the left knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Angle out the left thigh 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee further back to lower your seat. Untuck the toes, walk your hands back, elongate. This is where you want to feel. Are your hips level? If you're off to one side, you're going to feel like you're falling down, right? So you want your hips to be level, and you want the spine to be elongated so you're nice and balanced. If you did this right, maybe your hands can come off the floor, and you don't need your hands. Then when you're ready, walk your hands forward, forearms down. You can stay in your forearms. You can make pillows with the hands resting your forehead. Your choice. And again, yogi's choice to stay here in your passive pigeon. If this feels great, stay. If you prefer to move, you can take your binds and your mermaids, you can twist, you can invert if you want, or arm balance, anything you want at this time. This is your free time. So for those of you taking the binds and mermaids, right, you're lifting your torso back up. Left hand stays to the floor, bend your right knee. Reach back with your right hand, grabbing the outside of the foot. So this is what I was talking about previously with the bind and the bowing effect, right? When you grab the foot, you want to kick the foot away from you. When you kick the foot away from you, that stretches into your right arm, right shoulder. That also helps to draw your torso more vertical. When you come to a more vertical line and you're balancing, then maybe you can free up your left hand to reach up. So this is your mermaid 1. You can revolve your mermaid 1 by taking your left hand to the right foot, again kicking back, and then it's your right arm reaching up and you're rotating to your left. So this is your revolved mermaid 1. So there's a nice twist with the back bend. Now if you want to go into mermaid 2, coming back to the original position, left hand down, you're going to grab the inside of the right foot with your right hand. As you draw the foot in, you're going to slip that foot across your forearm into your right elbow crease. Once you hook it, right, you want to reach your right hand toward the head, and that will help you bind the foot to your elbow crease. Once you have this, if you can find the balance, maybe your left hand can reach up again. If you have the extension to bind, you're going to reach back to bind. So this is your mermaid 2. All right, let's start to square it back, lift up, take the left seat down, swing the right leg forward, and then center your seat. Bending your right knee to grab either side of the right foot. If you have full extension, extend out. If you don't have full extension, your hamstrings are tight, then keep the right knee bending. Now, if you tend to round the spine a lot, I want you to think about straightening out your spine by lifting your chest and leaning the head back slightly, thinking about a neutral spine. Then let's take a twist. Left hand to grab the outside of the right foot. You can, again, keep your right knee bending if you need, right? Otherwise, full extension. Now, keep the gaze looking forward, right? I want you to keep track of what the right leg is doing. You want the right hip and the right ankle to be lined up, shooting straight forward. Reaching the right arm back to twist. Now, you don't need to look back, right, to know that you're twisting. Just find the twist as you keep looking forward. Now, once you have your deepest twist, now keep everything as is, move nothing else except the gaze to look back behind you. Right, what happens is oftentimes when we start looking back before we complete the twist, the front leg starts to wander, going side to side, have no idea where it's going, completely out of alignment, right? So if you first set your leg shooting straight forward, the twist happens without you having to look, right? Once you complete your twist, then you turn the gaze to look back behind you. Now we're going to look back forward to see if that right leg traveled at all. So look forward. So oftentimes the foot starts to move, right? So make sure that you have the alignment of the leg, find your twist, and then look back. All right, let's square off. Bend your right knee. Take a half lotus, top of the right foot to your left hip crease. If this is too tight for your ankles and your knees, take a cross-legged position, nice and easy. Try not to stress out your knees and your ankles. All right? Hands back behind you, sit up tall, broaden your shoulders. Now press into your fingers, leading with the heart center forward. Keep that slight back bend happening, that more neutral spinal position, and reach forward through the heart center. Now once you reach a maximum, this is good enough, stay here. If you start to round, I want you to come back out of the pose a little bit. Then, if you are able to move your hands further forward while you maintain that spinal position, then keep crawling the hands forward. Keep thinking about a lengthy spine. And then now, if you want to round a little bit, let the head start to release. Then let the upper back release. And then just bowing forward, expanding the entire back. All right, start to ease out the pose, gently lifting back up, walking your hands back in, come back to a more neutral spinal position, and then let's twist to the right, back to center, twist to your left, back to center, supporting your right leg, extend the right leg forward, supporting the left leg, extend the left leg forward. So it's quite rigorous around your ankles and your knees of the right leg, right? So now with your hands supporting, flex and point your feet a whole bunch of times, and this will help you reset your knees and your ankles. All right, let's transition back to your pigeon. So draw your left heel back in, swing the right leg back, and then walk it back to your down dog. And pedaling out the legs, walking it out side to side. And then to ensure that we are neutral even more, we're going to take 3 tuck toe up dogs. So on the inhale, come forward into your plank. Keep your toes tucked under. Let the hips start to descend as you lift your chest. So this is your tuck toe up dog. Exhale, take it back to down dog. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Let the hips start to draw down as you lift your chest for the back bend. Exhale, take it back to down dog. 1 more. Inhale, plank. Hips draw down as you lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Pigeon second side, right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor, pointed toe position on top of the right shin. Right thigh angles out, 30 to 45 degrees. Hands supporting, inch your left knee further back to lower your hips, untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine, make sure you're nice and set up and really balanced. And then once you are ready, walking your hands forward, staying in your forearms, or making pillows with the hands, resting your forehead. Those of you taking additional variations, make sure you repeat. So again, staying in the forward fold, twisting one direction or the other. If you decide to take your binds, lifting your torso back up, bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand to grab the outside of the foot, and then kick back, and then reach up and back. If you're taking the revolved mermaid 1, right hand to grab the ins of the left foot, kick back, reach your left arm up and back, rotating to the right. If you're taking mermaid 2, grabbing the inside of the foot, slip that foot to your elbow crease, reach up or take your bind. Alrighty, let's make your way back up. Take the right seat down, swing the left leg all the way around, and then this time taking a half lotus, right? Top of the left foot to your right hip crease. Well, if that's a little bit tough for your ankles and your knees of your left leg, take a cross-legged position instead. And with your hands back behind you, rotating outwardly. Lift your chest, broaden your shoulders, gently looking up. Keep a slight back bend, looking forward, press into your fingers with the heart center leading first. Lean forward. Best of your abilities to maintain that length of your spine. All right, so if you feel yourself rounding already, I want you to come back out a little bit, re-lift, find that length of your spine first. Then, if you're going further, hands can come forward. Continue to work through that length of your spine and go a little bit deeper. And then you can start to let the head release, neck, upper back, as you fold forward. Let the entire back expand. Oh, I forgot Crouchasana. Sorry, guys. We'll take it next. All righty, start to make your way back up. Walk your hands back in, take it back to vertical, and then twist to your left. Back to center, twist to the right. Back to center. You're going to take the left foot and extend forward. Full extension if you have it. Otherwise, keep your left knee bending. All right, so naturally, when we take this Crouchasana to extend the leg forward, right, our aim is always to line up the hip with the heel straight forward, right? So that's naturally what we do. So we're going to maintain that natural position. Right hand to grab the outside of the left foot. Keep the gaze looking forward. Keep track of the left ankle with the left hip shooting straight forward. Reach the left arm back to twist. Find your deepest twist. Then move nothing else and just turn the cheek to face behind you. Then look back forward to see if that foot traveled a little bit. All right, and then starting to release, so bending your left knee, release your left leg forward, support the right leg, release your right leg forward, hands to either side, and just flex and point a whole bunch of times. All right, draw a right heel in, swing the left leg back through the pigeon, walk it back to the down dog. And when you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands. Gently take your seat down once again. And then with your hands supporting, lower onto your backs. Recline twisting. Once you're on your backs, keep the right leg extended. Left knee comes in. Left arm out to a T, across, or downwards alongside the hips, your choice. And then twist to the right, rolling to outer right hip, outer right leg. And then rotating at the spine. Take it back to center. Switch legs, switch arms. Twist to the other direction. Take it back to center again, hugging both knees in. When you're ready, step the feet to the floor, sliding the legs forward, Shavasana. Final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are gently turning out, arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, eyes closed, and let it all go. And beginning to draw your breath back in. Moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-leg position. When you take a seat, let's take a non-dominant chin on top so that you can use your non-dominant hip and leg a little bit more to even out. Then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in practice. Come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here this morning, everyone. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you so much. See you next time.